Bumblebee. Nice to meet you. Well, duh. Enemy force sighted on the horizon! Torpedoes to starboard! Torpedoes to starboard! Enemy cruiser sighted!
overmatch 21 technically, but like
Yeah, so
no cruisers have that.
So if we do come up against some armored tier 7s, for instance, maybe like the New Orleans, would have a 25 damage bout, we would not be able to overmatch that, bless you. So that means that we need to take a position where we're going to be able to bite in on the side. We don't want to take a position on the flank where we're just going to be trading nose into nose. And one of the things that California has that kind of mirrors the Montana, and the reason why I think of the Montana is because with KSC, I think it was, or no, maybe it was TNG at the time, when we had, I believe it was Potato Quality, made a 30-kilometer.
That was COTS 10.
Yeah,
that was COTS 10. It was Potato Quality against TNG in COTS round of 8, I think.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he had a Montana that shot 30 kilometers to cross map a Minotaur that we had that was hiding behind an island that would not be accessible outside of having a 30-kilometer Montana able to clap it. And if you look at the California, you can get a range starting with this model that goes all the way up to 27.7, which is quite large for tier 7. Now she does have a variety of downsides in the fact that yes, she's slow. She has some pretty decent armor. She's got some excellent Citadel placement, but mostly it's all about the guns.
Capture that area!
Work out.
Let's give them the fight of their lives!
Play the Montana.
Let's chase this target!
And I have to say, I enjoy playing the Montana. So I just started using her like that. I'm not trying to force situations per se. Mostly I want to be able to use my range to try to influence situations. That being said, not a battleship base.
Let's confront the enemy!
But she can and she does. Ideally, I would actually want to be in the middle of the map right here, but due to the spawn being out on the side and no other battleship to go out here and do the thing.
Bumblebee to base, reporting the position of an enemy!
I think really what it gets down to is that, you know, you're not really able to in the California, you're not really able to overmatch most of the cruisers that you're going to find. Means that you don't have the just point, shoot, and blap ability that a lot of battleships at Tier 7 do, even against other battleships, just because of the way the armor schemes work out. But that doesn't preclude you from being able to do stuff. It just
Enemy destroyer detected!
somewhat more limited in these sorts of stuff.
Allergies.
It's I didn't ever have allergies in California because nothing grows there. It's not a joke. It's a desert. There's nothing. There are no flowering trees or lawns or.
It's kind of a desert too, no?
A little bit, but Austin, Texas is lovely and green. Fires do grow.
There was some broadside on the Nelson. He's starting to pick up speed because he's like, oh heck no, I don't want to get broadside here. Alright, so I don't quite know why we have a Missouri in Minnesota over here. I'd really like if we had a battleship like that's what it is, so maybe I'll head toward the mid. One thing in California is you are ridiculously slow. There's two things that I've done because of that.
By the way.
Our victory is in sight! Let them surrender in peace or in Where is the fire extinguisher?
Rapid fire gun for a destroyer.
Problem solved! The enemy!
Like a light cruiser.
So I did actually only have a 13 point. But because I've got
Enemy cruiser sighted! Fire alarm! Where
9-10 line. I just don't see opportunities here, so I'm going to try to head mid, see if there's anything I can do to help from that end.
I'm going to start heading into the epicenter from the east side as well. I don't feel like I can push when this Donskoy is still alive, so.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship. We are fighting to protect the humans.
The thing about California to Montana is that at Tier 10, the Montana's not really overmatching a whole lot of the cruisers you're likely to see at Tier 10 either, which means you kind of have to wait for them to show you their broadside, which rewards you paying attention to the cruisers that aren't paying attention to you, which sounds a little silly, but that's how you can play California and do very well. It's actually quite accurate for Tier 7 battleship. Even at very long range. So your shells will make a nice horizontal line as they end up having pretty decent vertical dispersion. So I encourage you guys to try it that way. Look for those long range shots and look for cruisers that are unsuspected because it really does have like unparalleled range.
So Donskoy should go down pretty soon. It's just too many people taking shots for it not to. There it goes. Akatsuki versus an Otago. Hopefully that goes our way.
Yeah, it should.
So somebody asked, when do I overmatch? What does overmatch mean? So we've explained this the last 2 streams, but it always bears repeating because we always have new people coming in and new people joining the game.
Yep.
So overmatch is when a shell comes in, it's going to strike against some armor, and it's going to perform a ricochet check. Does it, at a certain angle, there's a chance for it to ricochet. At a certain angle, there's a guarantee that it's going to ricochet, also known as auto bounce. Overmatch is when a shell is so big that compared to the armor it's striking, it just doesn't care. As far as the math is concerned, it just doesn't even look for the ricochet chance. It just goes through the armor, and typically the shell's going to be so big, it's going to have so much raw penetration that it's just not going to be stopped. It knifes right through. So when you're in a battleship and you're firing at a cruiser, if your shells actually overmatch the bow, then you have the ability. Man, that sucks.
Oh shoot! I'm getting radared by.
Then you have the ability to just shoot directly down the throat of the cruiser, right through the bow into the citadel, and do all kinds of nasty damage. Let's see.
I should have been paying attention to the fact that was about fast.
Okay.
I forgot he's got radar and smoke. Oh.
So is this dude just going to keep going straight, or are you going to try to turn or something?
Bugsy died to a Belfast because it has radar and smoke. I forgot.
Yeah, Belfast is current.